Here are 3 new recipes that I meal prep for my daughter this week. This is week 8 of our meal prep series, and it's a good one. Starting off with breakfast, we're making these strawberry spinach pancakes. Strawberries don't come until the end. In my food maker, I added a handful of spinach, 2 eggs, rolled oats, formula, and a banana. Blended everything really well and added them to these silicone molds. These are pretty big, so I was not filling them all the way. I added some chopped strawberries to the top of them. I cooked them on 300 for about 15 minutes, and this is how they came out. They smelled so good and was so yummy. For breakfast, I would probably serve her 2 of these and some boiled eggs, which I'm just prepping here like I do weekly. But for lunch, she's going to be having orzo pasta, and that's been her favorite. I decided to try a new sauce, so I chopped up some onion and tomato. To my food maker, I added some chickpeas, the rest of my ingredients. I let that steam for about 25 minutes. That was done. I added in some plain yogurt, blended everything up. Like I said, I was just trying this. I've never done this before. I definitely recommend seasoning it to your liking. But I ended up using some onion powder, garlic powder. It came out really well, and I would put cheese on top when I serve this to her. I had quite a bit of the sauce left. Put it in a container for when I make it later this week. For a lunch side, I decided to try these butternut squash patties. So I peeled and chopped up about half a butternut squash. I didn't use the whole thing because this is new for her, so I want to see how she likes it first. Put everything to steam very soft, and once that was done, I added it to a bowl so I could mash it up, and I added in some mozzarella cheese, almond flour, and breadcrumbs. I don't want these to be too crispy, so I added just a little bit of everything, but I will put measurements down below for you guys. Once I gave everything a good mix, I started making them into these patty shapes. Really, you can make any shape that you want, but I wanted to try these patties. Came out the perfect texture. Of course, I taste everything, so they were pretty good too. Right, so for dinner this week, she's going to be having some sweet potato, ground beef, tater tots. So I used 2 sweet potatoes, chopped them up, and steamed them, and while that was steaming, I went ahead and cooked my beef, and then added everything into one bowl, which is my sweet potato, my beef, mozzarella cheese, and I added some almond flour so that they would set well and be the perfect texture in the oven. Made them into tater tots because she's just been enjoying eating them this way, but you can make them into any shape you want, patties, whatever else. I do like keeping fruit prepped, so I have strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries. Just make snack time or any sides for lunch or dinner super easy to grab.